It's the big, massive podcast.
I must give a shout out to the Blee family. As soon as I said it, the chapel they all rang. No, shout out to Susan and Oshin and Macy and the passing of a friend of ours, Big Jake, John Blee. What age was John? I don't even think he was 50, was he?
I thought your mum and I were saying last year, 51.
They were saying 51, but I don't know. But John was some character, like. I knew him all my life. You know what I mean? You always knew him, like.
Too, yeah.
He was like a character of the town, and he passed away last week. And it was a sad one because, like, he fought it for a year, and the family said it was the best year they had. And because they got to go to football matches and they got to do things, you know. So I knew, but hey, how brave was he too? Because I'm looking at photos of him and I knew he was on his way out, but he was smiling at everyone, or he was hugging people, and it was like saying goodbye to everybody, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's really sad, but I knew John was a hard man. Back in the day, he used to fight all the time. He was like us. He used to get into all that. He used to drink with us in Melbourne and stuff like that there, and I always got in the rows. I remember a couple of fucking epic fights he was on.
I remember the handling I got on too. It's fucking funny, but funny
boy.
Loud.
Always. So this is the thing, and I've sort of a wee bit like John, where if you didn't have that funny side, you'd probably be hated. You know what I mean? Because of the way he went on.
Like if I walked into a bar back in the day, the Waterfront, you could tell John was on it. Like as soon as you walked on the door, you could hear him roaring, shouting. Like.
And he had an answer for everything. And sure, even the last time before I got sick, I walked into the golf club, and him and Brian Forbes or something. My dad just re-released Soldier Boy, the song, and it was a more mature version, different type, different style. My dad doesn't have the voice he had from when he was younger. Straight away, Blee wasn't as good as the original now. Straight away, getting attacking me, him and Brian, two hours. And then it wasn't long after that there, then he fell, hurt himself, and then they discovered the cancer and all that there, like, so. And then, wild crack, big Man United supporter, Republican. See, whenever I went to the funeral, there must have been every faction of the Republican fucking movement, from the NLA to the dissidents to the Provies. They were all there. Now, I don't know, but I don't think he was in any of them. But he was friends with everybody. So he's one of these boys that transcended around everybody in the town. Yeah. Everybody liked him. Because he was wild crack.
He was good crack.
And a good fella too, you know what I mean?
We would have played a lot of snooker back in the day in the rooms, and Blee would have been there, and it was a good laugh, like, and been in bars and betting days.
Loved to gamble.
He would have done nets back in the day too.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to segue onto that now. Is sports. Sports.
But one day, right, just before we started, one day somebody had a big massive punt up the field, and he went to catch it and threw his hands up in the face.
Had him in the face? Brilliant. Hey,
never forget it. Hey.
For the size of Big Jake. Why is it called Jake, do you know?
I'm not sure. Big Jake? No, I'm not sure.
Just knew that. But hey, he was agile. He could dive and jump and run, and he was shouting, roaring, he was good, like. But snooker too, unbelievable.
Yeah,
all them boys are good. Reeker and Wonder. I think Wonder must have black for 147. Imagine that. But the boys would have. I think they were. There's a video going around too of him calling the Travellers down for a game of pool against him and Reeker.
Bring your 50, yo.
Too good. You wouldn't have beat him and Reeker like a pool.
No.
Wonder's another man. Wonder's crafty because he was drunk and he wants to play a game of pool for money. And then he just sobers clean up by the time he bends down to take a shot. Just all of a sudden he just.
There's a few boys in the town like that, like.
You know what I mean? But so I'll tell this yarn because I was given the family who are letting me. Sir. Because you know about this, like, but there's the rumours going around the town, and by the time it gets back, but everybody's been texting me. So this happened. So what happened was John was looking me down to do the Orange Man. 25th of March.
Shameless fucking
25th
promotion.
of March. Still tickets left. So I do the Orange Man. If you haven't seen the videos, where have you been?
Well, then anyway. Listen to this pod. Fuck.
You can't wait till it's over. Anyway, John was looking me over for the crack, and the family were looking me over, get photos and have the banter and all that there. And my dad was at me a few times. And then last weekend, was it?
It was the day I couldn't do the pod. The day you and Blee done it yourselves.
Because he. What day was that? Were you working this
2 weeks ago, I think it was.
Anyway, we were doing a pod, so I had my phone off. My dad rang me, this is what it was before the pod, and said to me, they want you over today. My dad was over that morning. John wants you over, and the family want you over. And I was like, right, fucking need to go over. And we did the pod, I turned my phone off, came outside, me and Blee is there looking at me, and it was just literally across the road. I said, you know what, I'll go now because it's literally there. Rang my dad came and met me. And I had full gear on. Jacket, sash, bowler hat, big thick moustache, the whole lot. And see what you need to know, right? See, whenever I do that character, I have to transform.
I have to get on there.
You can't, and it's the same on stage.
You can't half-ass it. You can't
half-ass it. You need to get on the fucking Finian bastards. No, I was out fucking getting ready outside. No, I'm going, aye, fucking, this is it. And I swear to God, I marched through the door like I was like fucking auditioning for fucking Stars in Your Eyes, you know what I mean? Next match, you've got a Neanderthal that can't fucking read her. I walked in, busted on the door like, you smell the Finians in here, I can smell IRA, oh fucking lot, like, into the middle of the living room, realised the place was packed. So my ego thinking, oh, they all came to watch me. And I mean it, I give 5 minutes of material. I went to town. Smell the rye. Where is the big gulping anyway? He was in the Memorial Flute Band and he couldn't even play the flag properly, the useless bastard! Look at these! And I mean, I went to town and the place was fucking packed with Republicans. This is a Republican house.
Aye.
Packed with Republicans. And fucking, I kept going and I was shouting and running and all out there. And then I turned around and was either Wonderson said to me, this is bad too. A couple of bad things I said too. It was just like, good job, the family are all... They love the crack. Wonder somebody says, John's got the driver on. And he says, the lazy bastard getting chauffeured around the place too, is he? The useless cunt. And then I was up slabbering away and the penny started to drop in. And I looked down and there was two, like, they looked like chucks and they hated me and I don't know them. And they were wearing fucking the 1916 O'Neill's IRA fucking t-shirts, you know what I mean? So they didn't know me. I didn't know them, and this big orange man just marches into the fucking house shouting and squealing and roaring. Then John's sister-in-law comes out and says, oh, Roland. No. Then Father Bolan, the priest, he comes in the door. He's there to give John his last rites. And I turn around and go, Father, he's cured. Don't know why I said that. He went, what do you mean? He's a Protestant now. Me sitting with a big fucking face.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This was the most... Did you ever watch Black Mirror or Twilight Zone? This was the most Twilight Zone moment of my life. I said that to Father Bolan, that he's a Protestant now, and Father Bolan does this. Like a vampire. Aye! And I'm looking at him. And then I looked around and I realised, right, this is more like a wake house. Then I realised he was on to do the last rites. He walked on, I'm standing in the middle of the living room. Nobody's laughing. Now, you see all this shouting and running, nobody's laughing at me, like. Nobody. So I was like, and then I seen the kitchen was packed. Do you know what? You obviously understand now, but the whole family was called because they took a bad turn. They sent me a text saying, don't come, whatever you do. Whatever you do, stay away, because when I busted on the door, Reeker ran out the back door when he heard, hey, you bastard! Nobody in the house knew I was coming. Nobody. The sister-in-law came out and says, Roland, I'm sorry, that Reeker one should have sent you a text. I told him and all, no, this is not the time and all. And I'm like, my dad's lit up the room with a big red face. He's standing right beside me. He led the way, like, I said, go, marching on. And I had to go in and see John. Still fucking hat, the whole lot, moustache.
God.
And John's sitting there and his veins are weighing and all, and they're all emotional, obviously. And I'm like, Jesus, I'm trying to bring myself down from fucking Billy Coleman, the fucking... dirty bastard. So I'm like, oh Jesus Christ Almighty, what am I going to do? And then I knew I offended some people in the living room, right? But then when I was on with John, because they brought me in and said, John, Rowan's here and all, you came dressed up, you know, all that. Then the rest of the living room then must have filtered round. Oh, he was asked to come and this is a comedy thing and fucking. But before that, I was getting shot. You know what I mean?
Fucking
definitely
hell,
getting shot.
Jesus Christ,
sir. Do you know what? I pulled the joke out of my arse in the very last minute and it saved the day. So I went back into the living room, man, and everybody's around me, and all no, I'm still standing dressed as the Orange Man, moustache.
Will we shoot him?
With everything on, moustache and all, I don't even know. And I was like, Reeker, come in. Reeker would be John's, like, brother, cousin, but like brothers. Come in, says, sir, do you not check your texts? And I says, my phone's off, me still standing like an Orange Man. But the thing that saved grace for me at the very end too is Reeker landed in, and Reeker's got big, thick fucking eyebrows, no big black.
Big unibrow job.
So I went, Reeker, and he went, well, I think you dropped one of your eyebrows, and I pulled the moustache off and handed them. And the whole room boomed, big laugh. And I just left while they're in the middle of laughing. And one says they heard me outside saying to me, Dad, you fucking useless bastard. My dad was still bright red, and he was walking away from me.
Do you know what it reminded me of? Just fucking Robin and Batman coming into the wake.
Exact same. This is probably worse because at least the wake, the person died and they got through all that real emotional. But this was him dying.
I know, but some of the family said to me during the week, "Oh, Blee got the last laugh and all."
This is what I'm going to say, John Blee. You played a fucking blinder, my friend, because you set me up well, there, kid. As Reeker says, it's the first time I've seen Ronan Boyle take a redder. Wee Macy says, I seen your leg shaking running out. My heart was going out for you. I was like, fuck. I was like, no matter what happens now on stage, nothing will be that. You know what I mean? No people are on about dying. I had the gig that night in Oma, in Daly's. No, I'm a liar. Colin Geddes was on, Eamon was on.
Yeah, that's right.
I landed up and the boys were on about bad deaths. I says, take a seat, boys. Because you know what happened?
Strap on, lads.
3 hours ago, this happened to me. 3 fucking hours ago. They probably didn't believe me because it's one of them unbelievable things. But then one of them were texting me
because I was down at the house doing a shite and you rang me, sir.
I was ringing. Buck Mackay rang me. He was driving through the head of the town. He seen a boy in an Orange Man outfit and he goes, "Fuck, he's got some balls." Nearly caught on a bit. Jets boy rang me. I told him. Buck's one of these boys that loves seeing things happen to people, so he was in stitches. I mean, you could hear him crying. You know what I mean? I was like, had to ring in, or you weren't answering. Blee wouldn't, and then Blee as well, because Blee goes, "Oh, you have to go. No, out there. You need to go, like."
I know you need to do this. Like.
You know you need to go, and I was like, for fuck's sake. But you got me well, John Blee.
Class.
You got me fucking well, you legend. And you'll never be forgot. Ever.
Why does nobody give a video? That's the fucking video you want.
Liam Blee, his cousin too, sent me. I got it all on video. Half of me was like, please. But hey, it's going to be one of them ones I'll probably take to the stage.
R.I.P. Abba Cracker.
Exactly. So rest in peace, big man. And as I say, our hearts go out to the Blee family at this difficult time. But what a way to get me. And what a send off I got. My dad sang at the Big
Class.
Strong Man to Grave.
Class.
No, my dad's been doing some, a couple of dozen now, he says. Graves. I don't know if they sing it is. But anyway,
we need to get him back to you.
John Blee, you got me well, boy.
It's the big, massive podcast.